Hello there, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Hopefully last episode all made it in. I lost track of time, and I think I'm going to start setting a 20-minute timer, rather than having a stopwatch. Because that'll at least tell me when my time's up. It's amazing the learning curve on making these videos. It's amazing how my earpiece was falling out. Just the amount of things which you kind of don't think about until you've made them. You're like, you've made videos. It's just astounding, really. It's like, sure, I'll keep a stopwatch to keep track of how long it's going. No, keep a countdown timer so that you don't over-record. It's like, oh, I'm sure that I don't need to check my mic every few episodes. And it's like, no, you do. Otherwise you're gonna lose it. Need to separate audio tracks so that you can edit and sort of balance the audio levels. And pardon me. Just all sorts of stuff. They're all tiny things too. Seemingly tiny things. Now, finally, we get to Wraithwall's tomb, and at the end of this, we should get a second license board. I think.
Long ago, the gods granted their favor to King Wraithwall, who would oversee the subjugation of a vast territory spanning from Mordalia to Valendia. Here he forged the Galtean alliance. Though he is called the Dynast King, upon establishing the alliance, he demonstrated compassion for his people and disdain for needless war. A philosophy passed on to his successors, one that would bring peace and prosperity for hundreds of years to follow. It was during this time of peace that the city-states of Arcadia and Rosaria, each members of Wraithwall's alliance, took root and flourished. Wraithwall left 3 relics signifying descent from the Dynast King. Of these, the Midlight Shard was given to what would become House Nabradia, and the Dusk Shard to my ancestors, the founders of Dalmasca. The last of these relics was the Dawn Shard. It remained hidden here, known only to those of royal blood.
As though the Dynast King foresaw the very plight before us now.
None save descendants of the king are suffered within. If we attempt to enter without proof of such lineage...
There's no guarantee we'll make it out alive. Vicious beasts, fiendish traps, something like that?
Mm-hmm. But you must consider the prize. The Dawn Shard lies within, and Wraithwall's treasure.
And there was I, thinking this was going to be hard.
Thank you both here. Save it up here, just because. Although I guess we did just save it right before the end of last episode. Which, again, I really hope it all made it in. I absolutely hate having to record with this, and thankfully I should only have to suffer it for, like, at most 2 months. Hopefully I applied for a part-time job yesterday, and hopefully I will get that, and I will put all my spare money towards a capture card so that I can start, you know, making PS4 videos without having to worry about this constantly. That'll be the day. And then I'll save for a new chair and a new mic, and generally just, if I'm sticking with it, I'm going to keep investing in it, giving myself a better chair, because God knows I need it. And yeah. So, the more you guys support me and watch my videos, the better my videos will get. And ooh, oh, this goddamn demon wall. This was also somewhere where I got stuck the first time I got here. See, I used to always rent this, but never for long because we didn't have much money to, you know, to re-rent them. So I was always like getting to a certain place and then wait, what's... You know what, I'm just gonna use these. This is how I got past it the first time I did, was just quickenings.
You're going to love this one.
And yeah, I guess we'll get to see some new animations because we've got a bunch more quickenings since the last time I used them. And also, if you didn't actually watch the episode 11, which I think was the silent one, then you didn't see them at all. So, this is some of the fancy things. Oh yeah, I didn't actually explain that because I cut the audio. Basically, these are like the superpower, like limit breaks. And as you might see in the bottom right, I'm chaining them together. But if someone runs out of mischarges, there's a chance for it to come up with mischarge.
I never miss.
And it will give them their maximum amount of charges back. And the goal is basically to chain as many as you can together. But you've got to do it quickly.
Please.
Because the time down there only restores a tiny bit every time you do a quickening. And the amount it increases actually decreases over time. So it's incredibly difficult to get something like 10 or 11, or even like the 20 that you need for like the maximum concurrence, which is a bonus attack at the end. And I'm actually doing pretty well here. This thing is no doubt like dead.
I never miss.
Ooh, that was lucky. I can actually get 10 now. And the more you chain together, the more powerful the concurrence at the end. That was close. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make much, do any more after this Shadow Heart. I'll have to get pretty lucky.
It ends now.
Nope, there we go. So we chain 12 together. Which means I think we'll get something like Earth concurrence? Maybe air? Actually no, it's not just the number, it's how many of what kind you did. Turned. There we go, so that thing is dead. Like, straight up. And now something tells me I'm gonna have to do it again on the other side of the door, but I think I might be thinking of a different game. The leg falling over. Come on. Finish up. There you go. Go. Finish. There. Now I'm gonna switch these guys out because they are not looking very healthy considering, you know, Doom. And also, if there is another demon wall through this door, like I was afraid, then we have some mischarges to take it down with. Oh look, I was right, apparently. God damn it, well it's a good thing I changed.
The wall comes, we must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Yeah.
To be honest, we could probably take it down without using these, but I'm going to. Just cause. And also anything that casts Doom is nasty as shit.
Got you.
Let's see how many we can chain together this time. It won't be as much because these guys only have 2-1-2 rather than like 2-3-2, so less charges means less chance for mischarges to appear and makes it harder to chain together.
No holding back.
Oh, bollocks, I screwed that up. I kept just mashing R2 and I kept meaning to press square. Might not be fully dead, but no it's not. Oh Christ. I think we'll make it though. The last one seemed to go really fast, which is why I was so afraid of it. There we go. Both of those are dead now. Oh, really? Another one? Stop. It's unnecessary. XII. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Did he just get sent to the Shadow Realm? Vossler? Where did he go? Oh, and there goes Vaughn. Why are your gambits off, you Maybe that explains why it was a little bit difficult. I don't know. And throw a Phoenix down on Vaughn. But seriously, where the fuck is Vossler? You did just get sent to the Shadow Realm, didn't you? Also, let me change your gambits. You should not have that. You should maybe have ally 50% cure. And raise any ally. But you can have that above. White Mage can keep curing, but you need to raise. Okay. I don't remember I don't remember anything about this tomb, to be honest. Like, I think there are a few sort of tomb-like things that we go to, but I don't remember which is which.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your Majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard.
Does that really count as a skirt, though?
It
Like, she's
sleeps
basically
in waiting,
no.
somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
Why
I
do
can hear
people
its
do
call.
this? Why do people design characters in such a way? and map. If I remember correctly, this is how we get back after we... Oh, and that's how we go back to the entrance. So, I think we have to go down each of these staircases. Oh, no. Yeah, I remember this one now. I don't think it really particularly matters which route we take either, because it's in the middle. So, let's just charge on ahead. Oh, treasure. Handkerchief. And you know what? We'll go around here to double check that there's not more treasure. The spell, that's what I wanted. I had a feeling that there was a spell here that we should probably get while we can. So, that's a good thing I checked. Okay. This way, I guess. I'm gonna try not to miss too many treasures, but I'm also gonna try not to disorient you too much with the camera. The unfortunate thing is the camera moves quite a bit with Barnes' movement. I think I might have... I wonder if I can change that. Because sound, volume, voice, camera y-axis... Nope. Okay. So by the looks of things, that's just how it is. You can't change it to a sort of more passive camera mode. Nope, nope, alright. Now are you gonna go down more? Mystic altar. Half the altar is sunk into the floor. Okay, so maybe we'll come back here after we do the other side? Yep, I think that's where it is. And now I think we're back at the pedestal with 3, yep. Well, platform with 2 pedestals, I should say. Treasure over here? Nope. But maybe there's treasure down here. Yes, there is. That's cool. Alright. Oh, and Vanish. That's another spell. Alright. So, I'm going to finish it off there. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every view. And hopefully, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!